Hello, my name is Mr. Best and I'm one of the heads of history and ancient history across the associated department, and I'm going to be talking to you about ancient history as one of your possible A-level choices. With ancient history, it is fundamentally divided into two modules in terms of what we study. One of the modules that we study is Roman history, and a second module that we study is Greek history. And both of those modules are divided into a breadth study and into a depth study. One thing that is particularly good about the ancient history course is it is very similar to the type of history that you may well be doing at university, and it is very much integrated into the literary sources and into some of the ancient authors of the past, people like Tacitus and people like Herodotus, who is the father of modern history. On the Roman side of the course, the breadth study involves looking at the Julio-Claudian emperors. So you will be studying Augustus, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius and Nero. And what you'll be looking at with those is things like how they are presented in the sources, what their attitudes were towards the Senate, towards the equestrians and towards the ordinary people of Rome. And you'll also be looking at things like their military policies, the role of women in Roman politics and Roman society. For the Roman depth part of the course, you'll be looking at Roman Britain between 43 AD and 128 AD. So we will be looking at the Roman invasion in 43 AD, why it happened. We will be looking at how the Romans took control, how the British people responded to that invasion and to that occupation, whether it was through resistance or whether it was through acceptance. And we will be finishing the course in 128 AD with the construction of Hadrian's Wall. On the Greek side of the course, the breadth study that you'll be looking at is relations between Greek states and relations between Greek states and non-Greek states in the 5th century BC. So you'll be looking at things like the Peloponnesian War, you'll be looking at Xerxes, and you'll be looking at the Hellenic League as well. For the Greek depth part of the course, we'll be studying Spartan society in the 5th century BC. So we'll be looking at things like education, culture, politics, the military, and how Sparta was viewed by its contemporaries at the time. In terms of how the course is assessed, at the end of year 13, you will have two 2.5-hour exams. One exam for the Roman side of the course and one exam for the Greek side of the course as well. But both of the exams are basically the same, really. You will have one question that asks you to evaluate how convincing a historical interpretation is. You will have one question that asks you about how useful the source or the sources are, and then you'll also have 2 extra questions that are just regular essay questions that are the types that you may be a bit more familiar with from GCSE. So it'll give you a statement and you'll kind of have to look at both sides of the argument and bring in your own knowledge, bring in the sources to help evaluate that view. And throughout the course, in year 12 and in year 13, we will of course give you plenty of help and guidance into ensuring that you can do really well in that exam, those exams at the end of year 13. In terms of what you can do with an ancient history A-level, in terms of university, it will lead directly onto subjects like history, ancient history, archaeology, and things like classics and classical civilization. But basically, it's going to prepare you really well for any kind of university course that requires high levels of critical thinking, high levels of evaluation, high levels of analysis, high levels of independent research. It's just a fantastic grounding in a huge volume of transferable skills that you will consistently use and find useful throughout the rest of your academic and just the rest of your normal life as well. I cannot recommend it highly enough. We look forward to welcoming you to the Associated Sixth Form to study ancient history. If you have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to get in touch.